Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I'm doing a book review after a few days. So I hope you guys are doing well. Recently, Sally Rooney published her new novel, InterMezzo. Uh, it got published last month and it's been talked about a lot. So I thought I will do a short review of her novel, her second novel, which is Normal People. This is the novel I'm talking about. So before I talk about the novel, let me talk about Sally Rooney. She is quite a phenomena. Um, uh, she is what is called critical success. She gets good reviews for her books, and she is a commercial success. Her books, her novels sell in large numbers, and she has got a big fan following. So, what makes Sally Rooney special? A lot of people call her JD Salinger of Snapchat generation. For those of you who do not know JD Salinger, I would recommend that you pick up the book, Catcher in the Rye, which Salinger wrote in early 50s, and it's a cult classic of American literature. And he only wrote three books, but he has got a huge following. But coming back to Sally Rooney, she is very young, so that's one thing which struck me. She was born in 91, and this book I'm talking about, her second novel, Normal People, came out in 2018. So that's the time when she was 27. Quite an amazing success for someone so young. So, what makes her special? I have read her two novels, and I think there are three things that stand out um, in her style of creating fiction and her style of writing. One is that she talks about today's generation. So she gives voice to the people, young people in their 20s, what they are going through, because world has changed very fast. We are exposed to lots of information, social media, misinformation. Then there are things of navigating this world with all its complexity. So she gives voice to that. That's one. Secondly, her books are not plot driven. It's not as if what will happen next. It's more of a character driven. So you are actually intrigued by the characters. You see their character arc and you relate to that. And third would be, I think, which is the most important thing, she writes books which can be called literary as opposed to populist, and yet she manages to be very readable. So if you pick up any of her books, go through the first 3 4 pages, you would be hooked. You would want to know what happens next, and that's an achievement. So she has a lightness of touch, but she says important things, and she covers a lot of important themes and ideas in her work of fiction. So coming to uh, Normal People, it's a story which spans about like 2.5 3 years. It starts in when the two characters, the lead characters, um, Marianne and Connell, and they are in high school. They are in the same school, and they like each other and they fall in love. And then it traces the journey of these two characters from high school. Then they go to the big city, Dublin. And by the way, Sally Rooney books are almost always set in Ireland because she was born in Dublin. So she knows the landscape, she knows the culture, she knows the setting quite well. So all her books are set in the area or the location that she knows well. So these two characters, which is Marion and Connell, they fall in love, and then it traces the journey of these two people in love, and how there is misunderstanding, they fall out of love, and then they come back together. And by the way, this is I'm not. It's a spoiler-free review, so don't have to worry about me revealing some plot points. So it's a journey of the evolution of these two characters, Marion and Connell. Interestingly, in all her books so far, Sally Rooney explores the concept of class. So there is typically two characters from two different classes. They come together. So there is a bit of class conflict. She also has often ideas, conflict of ideas. So yeah, I mean, there is always something happening in a novel about the class and ideas and worldviews. So it makes for interesting reading. So coming back to the book, Marian and Connell, they then go to college, and when they're in school, by the way, Connell is the more popular one. Marian is more hesitant, though she belongs to upper middle class, but she's always unsure and hesitant. But in college, things change. So the roles kind of reverse. And then you have this arc of these two people coming together, drifting apart, coming together. It's done in an interesting way. Though I personally thought her first book, Conversations with Friends, was to me a little more engaging. But Normal People is actually readable. You can read it. It moves pretty fast and it will make you feel for the characters. I personally thought the character of Marion was better and more complexly etched than Connell. Maybe because Sally Rooney is a girl herself. Some parts of her are on in the character of Marion. In her interviews, she's mentioned that not so much, but uh, when you read the novel, you feel that you understand Marion a lot better than Connell, though she has done a decent job of um, portraying Connell. And yeah, I mean, you can pick up the book. It's a nice book to read. Year is coming to an end. A lot of people make resolutions that I want to read more. So why wait for 1st January? And start now. Pick up the book. Very readable. Once you get past the first 5 or 10 pages, you will be reading very quickly. You will finish it in 2 days. So that was my short review. I won't say review, but it's a discussion of Normal People, and also talking about Sally Rooney phenomena. I think it's quite a phenomena. I find it interesting. Also, it's good because if somebody is making people read more books, that's great. So thank you very much for watching, and I will be bringing you lots and lots of reviews in the next 15 days. So thank you very much.